All right, so get this. Today we're diving deep, deep into the world of OmniAI.
OmniAI.
Yeah, have you heard of them?
Oh, yeah, they're making waves.
They are. They're trying to shake things up with this AI-powered platform.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild, right? They want to be this one-stop shop for all things like professional growth.
I mean, imagine,
Yeah.
one platform
Yeah.
that helps you create amazing content, level up your skills, and even find awesome projects.
And connect you with them.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It is ambitious, especially considering they literally just launched in 2024.
Right, it's like we're catching them right at the beginning.
Yeah, at the start of their journey, and that's what makes this this deep dive so fascinating.
Yeah.
We've got access to their business plans, their financial projections, even their pitch deck.
It's like we're peeking behind the curtain.
It is. It's like a behind-the-scenes look at a company with massive potential.
And you know how much I love a good origin story?
Oh.
So what's the problem they're trying to solve? What's their big aha moment?
Well, they're tackling something that a lot of us face.
Yeah.
That constant need to create content, learn new skills, and find fulfilling work, all while juggling life.
Right, all the things.
Yeah, exactly. And their mission statement actually says that they want to, quote, democratize professional growth and creativity.
Okay, democratize. I like that.
Yeah.
So they're not just building another tool for the techie people out there.
No, not at all.
It's more accessible.
Yeah, they want to empower anyone,
Yeah.
regardless of their background,
Cool.
to leverage AI for professional growth.
Oh,
And they're doing it through a 3-phase plan, which I think is quite clever.
tell me more.
They start with a content creation suite to kind of get people in the door. Then they add AI agents for upskilling and assistance.
Oh, interesting.
And finally, they launch a fully managed remote project matching platform.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's like you're building a house.
Yeah.
You start with the foundation,
Yeah,
which is the content creation, and then you add all the cool features and the connections.
exactly. Layer it on.
Yeah.
Step by step.
I like it, but let's break down that first phase a little bit more.
Okay.
What's so special about their content engine? Would this even be useful for someone like me?
It could be.
Really?
Think about all the time you spend,
Oh,
writing articles,
Yeah.
crafting those social media posts,
Yeah.
maybe even dreaming of starting a podcast.
Maybe.
OmniAI wants to streamline all of that.
Okay.
Their content engine helps you generate articles
Okay.
and then turn those articles into engaging social media snippets, even create full-length podcasts with minimal editing.
Hold on. Wait, podcast too?
Yeah.
So if I wanted to start a podcast about, I don't know, underwater basket weaving,
Underwater basket weaving.
this thing could help me script it out.
It could definitely give you a starting point.
That's amazing.
And that's just one example. They're also targeting video creation, offering tools to generate scripts and visuals in all sorts of different styles.
Okay, I'm seeing the appeal here, especially for someone like me who has a million ideas but not enough hours in the day.
I feel that.
Right. But how do they plan to make all of this happen? We're talking some serious tech here.
Right, and that tech doesn't come cheap.
No, it does not.
Their financial plan reveals they're aiming for a funding goal of $4,250,000 US.
Okay, so that's a pretty penny.
It is. It might sound like a lot, but when you think about what they're trying to do and the competition out there.
Well, competition. Are there already other companies doing this?
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen anything quite like this integrated approach before.
You're right. There isn't a direct equivalent, but there are some big players in each of their target segments.
Okay, like who?
So for content creation, you've got Jasper AI, Copy.ai.
Okay, yeah.
For upskilling, there's Coursera, LinkedIn Learning.
Yeah, the big names.
And for remote work, you've got Upwork, Fiverr.
Yeah, okay, so they're going up against some heavy hitters.
They are.
All right, that 4.25 million suddenly doesn't seem that big.
Right.
But how are they planning to actually use it? What are their priorities?
Well, their funding breakdown shows a strong emphasis on technology and development.
Makes sense.
Which makes sense. They're building a sophisticated platform from scratch.
Yeah.
But they're also putting a good chunk towards human resources, including global recruitment.
So they're thinking big, not just about the tech, but about the team, about building a global presence.
Yeah, exactly. It suggests they're pretty confident in their growth potential.
Okay, I like that. I like the confidence.
And here's where it gets really interesting.
Ooh, tell me.
They've earmarked a portion of the funding to develop their own AI model by 2026.
Wait, their own AI model. Why not just use what's already out there? Isn't that super risky and expensive.
It is, but it also shows how ambitious they are.
Yeah.
They're not content with just being another company using off-the-shelf AI solutions.
Right.
They want to own their technology, control their destiny.
So they're not just building the house, they're making the bricks themselves.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm starting to see why you're so intrigued by this company.
Yeah.
They're taking on these big players, building their own tech.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a David and Goliath story, right?
It kind of is.
But how are they actually going to get people to use this platform?
Well, that's where their go-to-market strategy comes in.
Okay.
They're sticking with that phased rollout that we talked about,
Right.
targeting specific audiences at each stage.
Okay.
So in phase 1, they're laser focused on marketing professionals,
Right.
digital creators, and small businesses.
Makes sense. Those are the people who are already creating content and like struggling with those pain points.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're the ones who need it most
Yeah.
right now.
Okay, but what about like the average person? When does this become relevant for someone who's not like a marketer or a content creator?
Well, that's where phase 2 comes in.
Yeah.
With the introduction of AI agents, they'll expand to knowledge workers and companies focused on employee development.
That's where those AI coaches come in?
Exactly. Think of it as personalized career coaching powered by AI.
Okay, now you're talking. That's something I could get behind.
Yeah,
Personalized upskilling recommendations. Sign me up.
right.
But let's be realistic. Building a successful tech company is tough.
It is.
How are they planning to make money?
That's the million-dollar question.
Right.
They're actually quite diversified in their approach.
Okay.
We're talking subscription fees, API service fees, premium tools, content packages,
Okay, keep going.
even enterprise solutions and partner commissions.
Wow, that's a lot.
It is.
So they're not putting all their eggs in one basket.
Nope, they're covering all their bases.
That's smart.
It is.
But is it enough to actually compete with these giants, these big players?
Well, that remains to be seen.
Yeah.
They're also adopting a freemium model, which is a popular strategy to attract users and encourage them to upgrade to paid plans.
Right.
But they'll need to make sure those free offerings are really good.
Yeah. Tempting, right?
Yeah.
You got to hook people.
Exactly. And those premium features have to be worth the cost.
Yeah. Make it valuable.
Absolutely.
All right. So we've covered a lot of ground here. OmniAI,
We have.
tackling a big problem
It's huge.
with a bold vision,
Definitely. Yeah.
ambitious funding goals,
Mm-hmm.
and a like multifaceted approach to revenue.
Yeah, they're not messing around.
No, but there's clearly a lot of competition out there.
For sure.
I'm starting to understand why this is such a fascinating case study.
Yeah.
It's not just about the tech. It's about the strategy, the execution, and ultimately whether they can actually deliver on their promises.
Exactly. And that's what we'll continue to explore in part 2 of this deep dive.
Okay, cool.
We'll look at their potential impact, the challenges they face, and whether they have what it takes to truly democratize professional growth.
Ooh, I can't wait to uncover more.
It's going to be good.
This is getting good. Stay tuned, folks, because we're just getting started. All right, welcome back to our deep dive into OmniAI.
OmniAI.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
back.
round 2.
Round 2, exactly.
Let's get deeper.
Let's do it. Last time we left off with, like, this company on a mission, a big mission to make professional growth accessible to, like, everyone through AI.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. But we also, like, hinted at a bit of a bumpy road ahead, you know.
Yeah, there are going to be some challenges.
Fierce competition, the challenge of, like, proving their concept.
It's not going to be easy.
It's not going to be easy.
And that's what makes it interesting.
It does. It does. So where do we go from here?
Well, I think it's time to shift the focus to you, the listener,
Okay.
and why this company might actually matter to, like, your professional journey.
Yeah, because, I mean, this could be cool tech, but, like, what's in it for me?
Exactly, because their potential impact goes way beyond just a cool set of tools. They're thinking about a future where access to technology and learning isn't limited by, you know, where you live or your background.
Okay, that's a big claim, I'll be honest. I'm a little skeptical.
I get it.
Like, the tech world is full of promises that fall short, you know?
Yeah, especially when it comes to accessibility.
Exactly.
It's a big hurdle.
It is. So how are they planning to make this happen? Like, specifically, what are they doing?
Well, one way is through those AI agents we mentioned earlier.
Oh.
Remember those? Personalized upskilling and reskilling assistance.
Okay, so, like, imagine having an AI coach who, like, analyzes my skills, my interests, and then tells me, like, what to learn next.
That's the idea.
Instead of paying, like, thousands of dollars to some career guru.
Exactly.
He's just going to tell me to find my passion.
Right. It's more data-driven.
Right.
It's looking at what you're good at, what you enjoy, and what the market actually needs.
Oh, okay. So it's like it's a personalized roadmap, but it's actually informed. It's not just some generic advice.
Exactly. It's tailored to you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I see how that could be super useful, especially with like how fast the job market is changing these days.
Oh, absolutely. What's hot today might be obsolete tomorrow.
Right. It's almost impossible to keep up.
Yeah, you need a guide, and that's what they're trying to provide.
Okay. But I also imagine that this kind of like AI-driven approach could present some challenges too, right?
Oh, for sure. There are definitely valid concerns about over-reliance on AI and the potential for algorithms to, perpetuate biases that are already out there.
Yeah. So they're going to have to be careful about that.
Absolutely. It's something they need to address head on, and we'll dive into those ethical considerations later on.
Okay, good.
But for now, let's stick with the potential benefits for individuals.
All right. So besides these personalized learning recommendations, what else is in it for me? Because learning new skills is only part of the equation.
Right.
I also need to find the right opportunities to actually use them.
You need to put them into practice.
Exactly. So what's the next step?
Well, that's where their project matching platform comes in.
Okay, tell me more.
They want to connect talented individuals like you with high-quality projects from companies all over the world.
So it's like a supercharged freelance platform.
Kind of, yeah.
But what makes it different from the ones that already exist? Because honestly, I've had mixed experiences with those.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have.
Right. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's a nightmare.
Totally. And they're aiming to be different in a few key ways.
Okay, how so?
First, they're really emphasizing quality assurance in the matching process.
Right.
They want to avoid that race-to-the-bottom pricing and the low-quality work that you often see on some platforms.
Yeah. You get what you pay for.
Yeah, exactly. So they're curating a talent pool of skilled professionals and connecting them with projects that are both challenging and rewarding.
Okay, I like that. That sounds promising. Because one of the things I've always hated about those freelance platforms is you're constantly having to underbid people. And you never know if the client is even legit.
The uncertainty is a killer.
It is. So how are they going to ensure that quality control? Are they going to vet everyone manually?
It's going to be a mix of human oversight and AI.
Okay.
So a combination of skills assessments, portfolio reviews, and potentially even background checks.
Okay, so they're serious about this.
They are. They want to make sure the talent is top-notch.
Okay, that's good to hear. But what about the companies posting projects?
Right, the other side of the coin.
Yeah, how do they make sure they're, legitimate and not just trying to, exploit cheap labor?
That's a great question. They're planning to have a pretty rigorous vetting process for the companies, too.
Okay.
So they'll verify their credentials, look at past projects, maybe even gather feedback from freelancers who have worked with them before. Yeah, so it's like a two-way street. They're checking both sides.
Yeah, I like that, building that trust.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm starting to see how this could be a game changer for both freelancers and companies. But let's not forget about OmniAI's social impact goals, right?
Right.
They're based in northeastern India, a region with high unemployment, limited access to global job opportunities.
Yeah.
So how do they plan to use their platform to address those challenges?
That's a key part of their mission.
Okay.
They want to bridge that digital literacy gap by providing access to their AI-powered learning tools, content creation tools, all of that.
So giving people the skills to compete in this new digital economy.
Exactly. They believe that by empowering individuals, they can contribute to sustainable growth in the area.
Okay, that's a noble goal, but let's be real for a second. Access to technology and education is often more about infrastructure and resources.
Oh, absolutely.
And just providing tools.
It's a complex issue.
So does OmniAI acknowledge these limitations?
They do. They've talked about partnering with local universities, government agencies, NGOs to make sure their initiatives are aligned with the specific needs of the region.
Okay, so they're not just dropping in with a fancy platform and expecting everyone to magically catch up.
No, they're taking a more collaborative approach.
All right.
Working with the community to make sure their solutions are actually effective.
I like that. That's encouraging to hear.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to get caught up in the hype of tech solutions, you know?
Yeah, the shiny new toy syndrome.
Exactly. Without considering the real world challenges.
Right, you got to be grounded.
You do. So they're not just parachuting in.
No, they're getting their hands dirty.
I like it. I like it.
Working with the people.
Okay, I have to admit, my skepticism is starting to, like, fade a bit here.
Oh, good.
I'm seeing the potential both for, like, individuals looking to advance their careers and for communities trying to bridge that digital divide.
Yeah, it's a powerful combination.
It is. It is. But, and this is a big BUT,
Okay, I'm listening.
we still need to address those ethical considerations that we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Because as much as I love the idea of, like, personalized learning and a fairer freelance marketplace, I'm also, like, wary of the potential downsides of all this AI.
The dark side of the force.
Yeah, exactly. So let's unpack that in part 3 of this deep dive.
We'll go there, we'll explore the risks, the safeguards OmniAI is putting in place, and what you, the listener, need to be aware of as you navigate this new world.
Okay, cool. So stay tuned, folks. This conversation is far from over. We're just getting started.
Welcome back for the final part of our deep dive into OmniAI.
On the AI.
OmniAI, we talked about their vision,
Yeah.
the potential impact, but now it's time to get real.
Let's get down to business.
Yeah, like where are they at right now and can they actually pull this off?
The moment of truth.
Because if I'm being honest, I'm still a little bit skeptical.
I understand.
Like they haven't made any money yet.
They're up against these giants in every field.
Yeah.
It just feels like a long shot.
It's a big challenge, no doubt.
It is. It is.
It's important to remember they're still pre-revenue.
Right, which means
No income yet.
yeah, they're burning through cash.
They are, but they're not just sitting around.
Okay, good.
They're building that platform, acquiring users, getting feedback from their beta testers.
So they're in that hustle phase, like gathering feedback, tweaking the product. It's like perfecting the recipe before you open the restaurant.
That's a great analogy.
Right. But what's the word on the street? Are people actually liking what they're seeing?
Early feedback seems positive.
Okay, good.
They've got over 250 global test users.
Wow, worldwide.
Yeah, and those users are really helping to shape the platform.
Oh, so they're listening to feedback?
They are. They're incorporating it into their development process.
That's a good sign, right?
It is. It shows they're willing to adapt and be flexible, which is essential for any startup.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But even with, like, the best product in the world,
Yeah.
it's not going to succeed if the company behind it isn't, like, legit.
Right. You need a solid foundation.
You do. So are they taking those necessary steps to, like, establish themselves as a real business?
They are. They've been very careful about the legal and structural side of things.
Okay, good.
They're registered as a company. They're transitioning to a private limited structure.
Okay.
And they're even protecting their intellectual property, filing for rights to their AI platform.
Smart move. Protect those ideals.
Absolutely.
But even with, like, all the right legal stuff, all the security measures in place, they still need money to operate.
Money makes the world go round.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
So how are they planning to reach that break-even point, where they're not just burning through cash?
Right. They need to become sustainable.
They do. How are they going to do it?
Well, their financial plan projects a need for $4,250,000 in funding.
Okay, there's that number again.
There it is. And they've got a multi-pronged approach to revenue.
Okay, lay it on me.
Subscription fees for platform access, API service fees for developers, premium tools for advanced users,
Okay, keep going. I'm liking this.
content packages for specific needs, enterprise solutions for larger companies, and even partner commissions.
Wow. They're not kidding around.
They're covering all their bases.
That's a lot of different revenue streams to manage.
It is, but it makes sense given their diverse target audience.
Okay, but how are they going to reach all those different people? It's not like one marketing campaign is going to, like, appeal to everyone.
True, that's where their phased rollout comes in.
Right. We talked about that.
He'll start by focusing on marketing professionals,
Okay.
digital creators, small businesses, using that content creation suite.
Right. Get that initial traction, get some revenue coming in.
Exactly. Build a solid base and then expand from there.
It's like building a city one block at a time.
I like that visual.
Right. But building anything takes time. You're bound to hit some roadblocks.
Oh, for sure. There will be challenges.
What are some of those potential, like, bumps in the road that they could face?
Well, remember that Wadhwani Venture Fast Track analysis?
Yeah.
They got a good score overall,
They did.
but the report also suggested that they need a more detailed roadmap.
Okay.
a really refined go-to-market strategy,
Right.
and a big focus on user experience.
So it's like they have a great car, but they need to fine-tune the engine,
Yeah.
make sure the ride is smooth, and plan the route carefully.
It's all about the execution.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
So after all this research, all this analysis, the big question is, do you think they're going to make it?
It's the million-dollar question, right?
It is.
Honestly, it's too early to say for sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of potential, but also a lot of uncertainty.
Yeah.
Their success depends on so many things: the market, their execution, even a little bit of luck.
So it's a nail biter. We're just going to have to wait and see.
I think so. That's the exciting part. We're watching a story unfold.
It is exciting. It's like we're not just analyzing a company. We're exploring the future of work, the future of AI.
It's a glimpse into what's possible.
It is. It is. And so for everyone listening, the takeaway is pay attention to OmniAI.
They're one to watch.
They are. They might just change the way we think about our careers, our skills, even the opportunities that are out there.
It's a whole new world.
It is, and that brings us to the end of our deep dive into OmniAI.
It's been a journey.
It has. We've covered a lot, from their big vision to the nitty-gritty details.
I went deep.
We did. We hope this is giving you a better understanding of this whole world of AI-powered platforms and what they could mean for all of us.
It's an exciting space.
It is. Keep in mind, this is just the beginning of their story. We'll be following their progress, and we encourage you to do the same.
Stay tuned for more.
So until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep diving deep into this amazing world of technology and innovation.
And AI.
This is the Deep Dive signing off.